I met my friend the other day. Her name is Julia, and we started working in Shanghai at a French fashion company when we were only 23. I know we were very young back then. But shortly after, I returned to Korea and became an English teacher, but she stayed there, kept on working, and lived until last month. And now she's back in Korea. Actually, she quit her job. She's now done with Shanghai, and she's back in Korea. But a few years back, she met this Israeli boyfriend, and that's a very unusual thing for Korean. And now they're moving to Amsterdam next year to start a whole new chapter together. We talked about how young we were back in Shanghai and how without any plans, we had come this far. Believe it or not, when we were in Shanghai, all we did was just working, and partying. And while listening to my friends' plans for 2021, I thought I would have to think about how my new year, 2021, would look like. So I'm sitting here to share them with you guys. This year, aside from college students, I met so many different kinds of people to teach English. I met doctors, professors, soldiers, and even singers. And they all wanted to speak better English to make a better version of themselves. So in order to reach out to all these different kinds of people and meet their needs, I had to teach not only TOEIC speaking, but also OPIC, TOEIC, TOEFL, business English, and conversational English. I want to help more people achieve different kinds of English goals. So this year, I want to make my classes more personalized or keep them in small groups. Before COVID was here, I used to have those big size classes. There were like more than 50 to sometimes 100 students sitting in one class, and I would be teaching in front of them. There are good sides of having those big classes. You get all this energy from all those people, and I tend to be more energetic when I'm talking in front of those big crowd. But there's always a distance. If you want to become more intimate with your students, I think it's better to have smaller size classes. So I want to have a personalized class more often or keep them in smaller groups. I have to confess, I have a really bad relationship with food. So now I need to have a better, healthier relationship with food. Some of you might know that I'm on keto diet, and being on keto diet isn't easy when you're living in Korea, because in Korea, let's say you're having a meal, every meal consists of either rice or noodles. So it's really hard to keep up with keto diet. So when it comes to cheat days, I become really flexible. And this is how my week would look like. On weekdays, I would be on these extreme keto diets, so no carbs at all, plus the intermittent fasting. So I would fast for 24 hours very often, and sometimes 48, and sometimes even 72 hours. And right after my long fasting hours or days, I would have a big cheat meal, which would consist of huge bowl of rice or huge noodles and all these bread and pasta. And I know it's a vicious cycle, and I shouldn't be eating all those carbs after a long period of fasting and long term of keto diet. But it just, I don't know, I've been doing that this whole year, and I think it's a very bad habit. So this year, I'm gonna try hard to improve my eating habit. I'm going to pursue low carb diet, but not so extreme. And I'm gonna try to have a happier eating time with my friends, because when you're on keto diet, it's really hard to eat with other people because you don't want to eat rice and noodles, and most of the meals include rice and noodles. So yeah, that's what I want to do more this year. And of course, I'm going to keep exercising. On weekends, I'll be playing golf and squash as usual. And on weekdays, I'm going to practice yoga and meditate at home. And hopefully, I could balance myself on one foot longer next year. Right now, I can balance about 30 seconds, a little less than a minute, but hopefully that'll happen next year. I have to admit, I'm a social butterfly, and I like to meet new people and make new friends. It sort of made my close friends feel left out, and I didn't realize that until COVID came. Because until then, all that mattered to me was having fun with my life. I had this craving for new relationships and experience, and while doing so, I forgot to look around my closest people, like my close friends and family. So that's what I want to do and focus more on in 2021. Call my friends and family, catch up with their lives, send them small gifts to show them that I care about them. Because in the end, they are who really matter the most. So those are my goals for the year 2021. I just think you don't have to go too far to set New Year's goals. I mean, next year, we don't even know if COVID's gonna go away or be around with us, or if we're ever gonna get the vaccines. We just never know what's gonna happen next year. So just think about small things that you could achieve in your day-to-day lives and it would make you feel much happier.